One of the biggest disappointments Americans have endured in recent years is finding out just how fake science often is. Discovering people screaming, "Trust the science," are so often just liars with a clear agenda.
But the debate is settled. Climate change is a fact.
So you know it is settled. You know it is settled.
With the patience of a saint, Dr. Anthony Fauci pleading again, listen to the science.
Vaccines prevent getting infected.
The science is screaming at us.
The science is settled usually means it's totally not settled, but we have an agenda to push, so shut up. Lately, there's been a lot of ridiculous science shoved right into our face, almost as if they're trying to prove our point. Have you noticed science is now politically correct? From NBC News, a high body mass index is not necessarily associated with a higher risk of death, study finds. Suddenly, it's not a health risk to weigh 500 pounds, aligning perfectly with the American fat lobby's push to end body shaming and destroy all of our fashion magazines. It's convenient science, to say the least. Another one from The Atlantic, why scientists can't agree on whether it's unhealthy to be overweight. Time magazine, why you shouldn't exercise to lose weight. And science.org, of all places, obesity doesn't always mean ill health. Trust the science. The Washington Post, this July 4th was hot, Earth's hottest day on record, in fact. BBC, climate change, world's hottest day since records began. That the records began in 1979. They leave that part out. And Jane Orient is the executive director at the Association of American Physicians and Surgeons. And I want to go to Dr. Jane here. More trash science to appease the masses. Here's another great one. The CDC is now providing guidance on its website for biological men to chest feed newborn children. Basically, advice on feeding a baby the goo that spews from the nipples of a man if he takes enough pills. Is that science?
Well, absolutely not. And I think it's just really abusive. And if there's anything more ridiculous, it's to say that you can turn a boy into a girl or a girl into a boy. So now you want trans women want to try to pretend to be more like a woman if they can secrete milk. You can't get a man to secrete milk by giving him hormones and drugs and manual stimulation. This used to be considered a side effect of drugs. So now we want to take these side effects and use them to try to get a man to be able to breastfeed a baby.
So that a man can further pretend to be a woman in this bizarre world that we live in, where, again, these are the people telling you to trust the science.